purple. Okay. All right, everybody have a seat. Let's relax for a bit. We're gonna do our little talk session at the beginning, and then we'll move on to practicing teaching. I thought there was going to be as many people as there were last time, so my plans have changed a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, look, I'm in the middle. Hi. I will adjust that in a second. I'm going to take a picture for contact tracing. Hi, people. What are you here for? What are you doing?
I'll bring it back.
He's here for leadership.
Are you guys, did you guys not have enough on the percussion end? Oh, wait. That's right. I remembered as I was asking the question. Wow. I'm almost tempted to just turn this around. I think I trust these people.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you post the pictures anywhere? Like the picture you take with you?
No, I haven't posted them anywhere. Do you guys want me to post it on the drum
Yeah, I
major
kind of
Twitter?
wanted them.
Yeah, let's be.
I can post them on the drum major Twitter after this. Be like, look at all these beautiful leaves.
Ew.
You're beautiful, though. All right, so what we're gonna have a little answer thing like we always do. So today's question, it's not really a question, but it's a prompt, is give me 2 of your strengths and 2 of your weaknesses. This is a question, it's a similar question as asked in your interview. So 2 of your strengths and 2 of your weaknesses. I'll give you guys a minute to think. I'm gonna walk around.
Is it okay if I grab a map from there?
No, absolutely not. Do you know which one to grab?
Is that a real one?
All right. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you have your prompts ready.
Was I supposed to prompt the prompt or answers?
Give it the answers, though. I'm not getting a thumbs up from some people. We need another lap?
Yes.
Okay, another lap it is. Great. All right, how about now? You're okay, got thumbs up, thumbs up. You have some tentative things. So I have a free question. Which was harder to come up with? Strengths or weaknesses? Okay, mostly strengths. Daryl's just full of himself. He's like, there are no faults for me. Okay, let's start with Gerald then, since he's such a ball of confidence.
Alright, so two of my weaknesses are I'm pretty confident in myself and I can take constructive criticism. Like I said yesterday, and two of my weaknesses are I get carried away by my emotions. Like during marching season, I've gotten called out from that because I played longer than I was supposed to because I'm so into it with emotion.
Okay.
Sometimes I let that carry me away. And my second weakness is I can be stubborn sometimes.
You be stubborn. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's have David.
All right, so strength 1 and strength 2, yes. So my first strength is kind of like what Gerald said. I can take constructive criticism really well. I can listen really well, and like I listen to others and I make sure to take all their information and always bring out something better. My two weaknesses. Sometimes I'll just like during marching season, I would always play out too loud and miserable and say, I gotta chill out a little bit. So, because I would have like a lot of energy first. That's what it is, like big energy first, and then another weakness is I had it in my head and didn't remember it.
Your second weakness. You forget what your weaknesses are.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to close the door, but next we'll have Reagan.
You have to say it. Saying everything is saying it.
Do you want me to wait for you guys? Just please. Okay, you're good to go. So, two strengths is problem solving and explaining things thoroughly without being overbearing. And weaknesses are I'm stubborn and I take things too personally.
Okay.
Thanks, Gerald. Thank you for telling me I was right.
Okay. Let's go with Dom next.
Stand up.
My two weaknesses are that can't drive.
Oh, you have a license.
I do.
Everybody, leave 5 minutes after him.
What's it called? I get distracted really easily and I lose stuff a lot. And then my two strengths are strong, I can move stuff easily, and I'm good at badly driving.
That's confusing. Guys, I wasn't last place. I was the first to lose. All right, thank you. You can have a seat. Next, let's have Adalia looks very uncomfortable, so let's go with Oscar next. She's like, I still don't know what I'm good at.
Okay, my two strengths are I'm like assertive whenever it's time to be assertive. Like if people are giving off and it's not time to goof off, I will tell them. I'm good at understanding instructions and relaying them to other people. At least I think I am. My weaknesses are I forget stuff easily, which kind of contradicts what I just said about the instructions. But like, even if I tell myself, hey, I have to remember this, I have trouble remembering it later on. And that's it. Speaking of which, I try to get distracted pretty easily with conversations or just carried away doing certain things.
I do that sometimes too. I don't have very many opportunities to talk to people like one-on-one, but when I'm talking to my mom and my sister, I'll be telling a story. And then suddenly, like in the middle of the story, I'll go off on a side story to introduce the story, and then I'll have to come back. And I'll do that like 3 times within the story.
The 3 of us trying to talk. Oh, everywhere.
You mean Andy?
Yeah, all 3 of us trying to have a conversation. We went, oh my gosh.
All right, Adole. Stand up. You've got this. Speak your voice.
Okay, let's do this.
Weakness 1, brain farts.
Sometimes I get carried away with things and talking about. My other weakness is that I think that my two strengths. My two strengths are that I, for the most part, upbeat and positive, and I set goals.
It's cool. Goals is a really good thing to have. All right, claps for everyone. Excuse me, sir.
Why do we have to start with such a hard question?
Actually, it's the 3rd-ish week, so we're not starting with the hard question.
Starting the
No, it's the end of the day. It's his 9th period.
first.
Okay, so there were obviously no bad answers to that. We're all being honest with our answers, which is good. For interview help. What's the word I'm looking for? Let's go for interview purposes. I'm just going to give you guys some feedback to help with that. When you give, I think Gerald and David did this. Is when you give a trait like, oh, I'm really good at I get carried away with my emotions, and this example of this is when I'm on the field and I play too long because I'm so excited, I just want to keep going. That's really good. Doing examples and providing context. Otherwise, the directors are like, okay, you're a good player. Where specifically do you think you're a good player? Like, let's just say I play trumpet. I'm not very good at trumpet. I'm like, I'm a good player. The directors aren't exactly going to laugh at me out. They're like, okay, Matt, you're a good trumpet player. How are you a good trumpet player? Give us a little more. They'll probably, if you don't give enough, they'll ask you to give a little more. But always make them feel like they have enough. So examples are good. And then one thing I like to do is when you give a weakness, I'd like to play on it and figure out, I'm trying to improve this weakness. I'm trying to resolve this by doing this. Just sort of things like that. Help you seem like a little cooler. Like, I have problems, but I'm trying to improve myself for the betterment of the band. Things like that. Yeah. Oscar's looking at me weird. He's like, yeah, you're doing good things, Matt. We're rapping water. Adalia has now become faceless. I don't think anybody watched the Ghibli movie. The Ghibli movie. What? No, they stopped producing movies in like 2016 because their executive, like the high person, They're hired. Right. The person that founded the company died.
Oh, I thought the same.
What are you saying? Sorry. I was talking about Spaceless from Spirited Away. There are some companies that were inspired by Studio Ghibli, like Studio Ponko. They're producing a lot of stuff very similar to Studio Ghibli. Okay, however you guys want to say. Okay, so the plan for today is we're going to practice teaching some more. Last week's idea was like, oh, we're going to figure out how to bond with the section and do all kinds of things like that. But that's not imperative. I'm sure you guys are very smart and you can figure that stuff out on your own, so just practice more teaching today. Yeah?
Yeah.
We have less people than I thought there would be today, because there were so many people a couple weeks ago. We're going to work with that.
Okay.
Because it's just me, instead of having Julie here. Julie was like a one-time thing, but if you guys really want, I can ask her to come again. I'm gonna assign a primary instructor and a secondary instructor and a couple of students, and then we're all gonna give feedback at the end.
If you find my necklace, let me know.
Which now? What does it
It's
look like?
silver and it's a square with a ruby in the middle, or a rectangle. It's whatever the shape is.
Quick question,
What's the question?
can we not do gender yet?
No, this will most likely be, I will give you guys like band-related stuff that isn't exercises. Apparently we can't do jumping jacks.
Can we teach how to conduct? I can't even do it myself.
I will choose things you are qualified to teach.
Please, President.
Like Heather's let me know without it, let's see this how to unload and reload the truck.
We don't have the props necessary to unload and reload the truck.
Do we still have the bird props?
It's like, nothing to say.
All the props are for the stadium, I don't remember. Pretty sure.
We should use them again.
Okay, back on top. Let's have, your fault, Megan. Let's have Gerald primary, John secondary. Let's have Reagan and Adalia be students. We're gonna pretend this is a larger section, but I don't want to have like everybody up there. So we'll just have 2 students and 2 teachers at a time. No, I don't want to do that. That's like a 1-to-1 ratio. They could literally just, let's have everyone just up there. And you will be teaching set. Let's teach set. Set. And you guys can just stay up here. So that I don't have to move the laptop or anything.
I'm sorry, my shoes didn't go down.
Yeah, where do you move?
I'll give you guys a couple minutes to plan and talk with each other about how this is gonna go down. We're just gonna do block learning.
You want me to do this or this? With this?
We're having a little dance party while we wait.
So how is I know some people don't do it at all.
I lost mine for like 2 days.
I went almost 80 hours. We had a fire. I don't think it got below 65 hours.
Because she just wants to act like it doesn't exist, and she doesn't like fireplaces. Yeah.
Let's teach.
Okay, hello guys. Today we're going to be teaching you how to use set. So first of all, put your feet together, your heels, and put your toes separated, making a V. Not too much, enough for a fist to go in between your feet. Not too far out and not too far in. Now, make sure your knees, hips, and shoulders are aligned, but you're standing up straight and leaning forward a little bit with your body weight centered on your platforms. And now it's time for your arms. You're going to put them by your side with your hands in a fist, relaxed fist with your thumbs facing forward. Now put them at your side with your elbows bent a little bit, not too much, not too little. At your side, on your leg right here on your pant leg. And lean forward a little bit more. And engage your stomach too, and bring out your chest. And now what you're going to do is look at that. So above 10 degrees above the thigh. And that's your set position. So when you're relaxed and one of the directors or the managers say set, you go to that position. So y'all guys can relax. Y'all can like dance around, you know? Like hop around, you know? You're dancing, you're just vibing. Set. You gotta be fast too. Okay, you guys relax. Make it as fast as you can, like sudden movement. Distraction. Well, this is pretty good. Look at it. It's flapping its wings. Like, set. You're looking like your eyes are open. It's supposed to be your head, not your eyes. So your chin, make an L shape. Not put your chin to the side. That's how your head has to be. Now your head to 10 degrees above the right. Okay, you guys can relax. Guys, look at David's hair. Isn't he so cool? With his curls, look at it.
I could do it better.
David, you're slow. Dominic, do you have any comments? Sorry? You're not supposed to move your face either. You guys can relax. Breathe.
Yeah, you can just wrap it up. Tell them like thank you.
Oh, thank you guys. That was sad. Thank you for coming in today. I hope you guys learned. See you guys next time.
All right. You can come back to the spot. Let's have a little talk.
She just touched me.
No, why are we touching people? Stop touching each other. Rude. Don't touch people. Okay. Sure. Okay. So, any comments, complaints, concerns about their performance? Praises, things to do better. Oscar? Really quiet?
Yeah.
Really quiet.
Oh, just
Gerald was a little, Gerald, they say you're a little bit awkward.
Gerald,
Be a little more confident in yourself.
Use that confidence,
Gerald
Gerald.
bullied me.
Bullying?
Yes.
Bullying?
Yes. You looked at me like, you looked at me and said,
Okay.
That's our question.
Yeah.
If you mistake hips from shoulders, how do you fix that?
You tell them you're sorry and that you made a mistake.
Sorry, I made a mistake.
Did he, what, how did he?
He first told me, can you roll your hips back? I was like,
No, that's what you're supposed to do.
and then he came back like 2 seconds later. I was like, oh, sorry, I made your shoulders.
No, that's a proper way to handle it. You did a very good job of not distracting from the lesson when you did give feedback. There obviously know how to do this, so there wasn't a whole bunch to go off of, but when you gave feedback, you did not you weren't instructive about it. Gerald, like we said, be a little more confident in what you're saying. Well, I know you've instructed before, so you have experience with this. You can be more confident. Take the confidence as much as you can. Be lively. You sounded like you were like, okay, we're going through the motions, and you're still going through the motions. Cool. Bye. So just be a little more confident, be a little more assertive. It helps to let them know beforehand what we're doing, which is good. You started with telling them to do set, but when we practiced like relaxing and getting into set, there wasn't really much of an introduction. And when you started talking about David's hair, I was like, he's getting off topic. And then you said set, and I was like, oh, that's what he was doing. He was distracting them.
That's what I
He distracted me. So I just say be a little bit more assertive about this is what we're doing and give them some forewarning. And then commenting about the speed of set's good. Also have like a really slow reaction time.
I like the distracting things. That's what I thought. I was like, why is it running?
The distractions were good, but just warning beforehand that you were going to distract them and stuff.
I don't know like how much instructions to give because obviously we don't know how to do that. So.
Because of burn. Okay, our next pair will be Dom primary, Adalia secondary, and then you for teaching.
I'm sorry.
Teaching. Okay, then for teach, I'll be the student.
You'll be teaching, you for students, and we're gonna be to teach them arm set. Like this arm set.
Okay, all my students.
No, you guys need to plan it. You four get into block.
Oh, do I go over here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Hang on. What's up, Jimbo? We're all coming. Gerald, slow down. Oh, David got it. This is gonna be our stamina workout for the day.
That worked those times. Or whatever it calls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I did it. I didn't even know how to do push-ups.
I'm too short. I'm too embarrassed to do a workout. No.
That should cut off.
Teaching David how to do this.
Yeah, he was doing this.
Oh, that's how you do that.
He's gonna automatically make it. He tries out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, for head from
Your major, just go in there like this.
I dare you.
Just for one song, just gonna do it. So curiosity, Logan, why did you take your shoes off? Okay, so the shoes,
After you work for a certain amount of time, like the black part bunches, and you just can't fix it unless you take them off and retie them. But once you wear them for a whole day, they like, so I was like, you know what, screw this. So I just.
okay.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Did you guys find an orange dot? I'm colorblind. The big dot. Okay, today we're going to be learning arm set.
Woo!
So brief demonstration. Heels together. This is what we're looking for, hopefully. So what you're going to first start is put your heels together.
Let's assume that they already know regular set. The one we just went
Okay, so
over.
we're going to get into
We're
regular
focusing on
set first. So set. Now you're going to take your arms, rest them at your side. Okay, now pull your arms up. Big L's. Now punch one hand with the other. With the left arm doing the punching. And then rest your other hand on top. Okay, after you're here, you're going to take your fists and make sure you're looking at 10 degrees and put them right in the eye line. Okay? Okay. And so, everyone stay set. You guys have. Remember what that feels like. Right here. Okay, and set. Just relax. Okay, thank you for this one.
No problem.
Is that it? Yeah? You wrapped up? Did you wrap up? Did I miss the wrap up? Okay. So let's get back into our squats in the common orderly fashion. Okay. Students, feedback. Reagan seemed very eager to give feedback, and I think I know why. Go ahead.
He touched my elbow, did nasty.
Oh, that's very important, actually.
You have to ask them.
Even when we aren't in a pandemic, it's always important before you touch anyone, because you don't know how people are.
Don't say it like that. Can I adjust you with my hand?
Is it okay if I manually adjust you?
No.
That's what it sounds like. Saying, "Is it okay if I touch you?"
It sounds bad.
Okay, just.
Can I fix you with my hands?
You're asking for permission. Consent is key. Always ask, especially in a pandemic. And if you're in a pandemic, you probably shouldn't ask and shouldn't touch anyone. Anything else? Joe?
Two things.
Good. Exactly.
When he told me to fix my arms, it wasn't right. My elbows were too close together, and that felt wrong. I know it's supposed to be like this, but he told me to do this. And the second part is he didn't do reps.
That's right. He didn't do reps. The reps are always important to. It's good to obviously establish a firm basics, but reps help establish the basics even further, so you're able to automatically do it later. Do you have any comments?
Not having complaints, it was audible.
Good. So just reps. Dahlia, did you give any feedback? You did give feedback. See, didn't even notice. You had no reason to worry. Adalia was scared that she was going to be obstructing Dahlia too much. Okay, there was a couple things that I had to say. Reagan's hands were wrong the entire time.
Why?
She had left hand like this.
Okay, does it really matter?
Yeah.
Yes.
It actually matters?
Yes, it matters.
Okay, the left one has to, okay, well, this is dumb. This is dumb.
Nobody corrected her. And I was actually
Is this
doing
right?
this. I was making these sounds during a lesson. I don't know if
Which
anyone
one is
noticed.
it?
Or right.
That's what I did. Right? This feels right, this doesn't.
That's
Is this not what I did?
that's because of the way you work. We won't tell
Is this right or wrong?
your body is
That's
wrong.
right.
It's fine.
This is right.
It's the fifth grade.
They do it like this before, and then they
What did
said,
I do?
She said you did not put it right.
I remember 2019, they said this, and then last year, they said this.
Okay, but like. It's like.
I can't read them.
Well,
John made it
you're gonna be gone.
I didn't know we were supposed to read all
Oh,
this.
next year. Okay. I'll be back.
While we were getting set, I was practicing the hitting light.
No,
I am cutting that.
I was like,
Did you have something to say, Oscar? No? And then
I did.
one thing I haven't touched on before is if you're a secondary teacher and you're not really seeing anything wrong with anyone, you can go up to someone and be like, hey, I think your chin's looking really nice. I like the head lift. Or you look really intense right now. That's really cool. Or just some kind of small comment if you don't know what to do. Because the less you give feedback, the more uncomfortable you're going to feel as a teacher. just gonna be like, I don't know, I might as well not be here,
Hey, nice arm.
but you're useful.
Hey, nice arm.
Stop taking on your girlfriend in the middle of my lesson. No.
He said quads and flex for arms.
I know what it means.
What is it? Tricep? Oh.
This is your,
Okay,
This is
anyways.
body.
this is your arm.
Oh no. Okay. Let's do the next group. Let's do Oscar primary
Yeah.
and David secondary.
That's what's up.
You guys teach first step. First step.
Assuming that they
Assume they already know set and pick the arm set you want, which isn't drum major set. I'll give you a couple minutes. Stop it, Jim.
UKP. Burger King burger.
Is that what that stands for? Does anybody know what TTLD means?
The trumpets love going.
Tacos teach
Oh,
lunch.
actually, I remember what it stands for. It's not appropriate.
Oh,
The trumpets love going.
if only that were true.
What if we ask for consent before band? Does that count?
Well, like, if you walk up to a freshman and like, okay, so band is a very touchy. Band is a very touchy activity. You use hands a lot to adjust people and stuff. Is it okay when I teach if I need to give you feedback?
You ready? You
Can I
ready?
adjust you?
Oops. Is it okay if I adjust your arms?
Smooth,
That didn't
smooth,
sound bad.
smooth. I'm
Actually, it
sorry.
sounds
You're the ones with dirty minds.
I mean, if you're trying to
We have
work, that's
questions.
not
You
work,
have
but
to
like,
ask permission for a high five.
No, you'll just be like, high five, and I'll give you a high five before
Goes
you know.
Who's someone I know?
Okay,
Okay.
let's teach.
Let me touch you.
Wait, which class are we supposed to be on? Purple or?
Purple.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the first step. This is my assistant, David. I'm going to start off by using him as an example as to how to do the first step. So David, you face this way, and direct reference to David. Five, six, seven, push, one. You're going to want to step off to the left, right, as we saw. You're going to want to maintain your posture as you do whenever you're set. And be sure to have a sort of like 50-50 balance between your front leg and your back leg. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm assuming everyone knows how to do set. We're going to do the arm set as we saw. So I'll go ahead and count you all. 5, 6, 7. Thank you. 5, 6, 7, push, 1. We're going to make sure we step off with our left leg because whenever we march or we're going to want to cross, starting with our left. I'm not completely sure why. I'm going to be honest, but that's how it is. Just so we all can do this. All right, you guys can relax. We're going to go through it one more time. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, push, 9. You guys can relax. One more addition before we go to the top. Whenever you do step, you're going to want to step with the heel of your foot. That way, whenever you continue stepping, like later on, whenever you start your second step and so on, you can actually go forward with your move and roll your foot throughout. That was just a smooth step. You guys are all in balance. Thank you.
Good. That's what's up. I like this man. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Gather up into your formation. Yay! Oh, next time. All right. Feedback.
I like how.
Thanks for key.
I almost called you Oscar. I like how David got some mistakes in there.
Yeah, strengthen each other. Camaraderie. Teamwork. Yeah. Anything else?
I didn't know if I was the only one or not that stepped off with the right foot, but I like not knowing if I was the only one. Like, he addressed everybody, not just me.
Yeah.
I like knowing that it wasn't just me, it could have been other people.
It wasn't a public call out from the primary teacher like, somebody girls. It was more like a, everyone, just make sure this. And then David was like, there you go.
For the record,
Isn't
was
this
this-
the
It's the same thing with me, because I was like, okay, what did he not say? I said, he didn't say anything about bending knees or like how to do, so I was sort of like. I was like,
We're gonna be the color guard now. Was anybody there last year for teaching when the color guard had to teach us how to jazz walk?
oh my gosh, yes.
I wasn't a part of that, but I like walked up and saw some of them and I was like, I kind of want to do this.
That's how we dress well.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, judgment across the building.
okay.
Oh my God.
I had to run from one all the way to this.
I had to jazz run every year I marched.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that.
Almost.
No.
Kind of.
No.
Isn't that the
Okay.
running we do?
Bring it back on the level.
I just heard a bunch of gibberish.
I mutter sometimes
Something.
because that comes off. Okay. Oscar, so we gave you praise on giving broad feedback to the entire group instead of individuals. I think you could be a little louder when you spoke. Like, I could hear you clearly, but let's say if someone was actually online listening to you, they wouldn't, I don't know if they'd be able to hear you. And then Dom, you did good catching Oscar's mistakes in a constructive way. Oscar, when he didn't say so. I'm so sorry.
He was corrected.
You did do that. I'm never gonna recover from this.
Superman. That's so.
That's this. Okay, I'll grab water.
Please don't make them die.
I will spit on you.
I'm not gonna do that certain times.
Okay, let's have next Reagan primary teach. And then Dahlia secondary teach. Again. And you guys will be teaching. Fondue close.
I don't know, I'm just saying, that's something.
I would always say Tandu. Oh, you guys are missing your best.
Oh, that's interesting. No, Nathan can do it. He's like, I don't know how to do it. Something like that. He's like, ultrasound. He's almost like, in pitching toes.
It just looks like they're trying to escape. Okay, let's go.
Is he like that? Like, faster than you?
Skating? This is how you stay slow.
You were like this.
Yeah,
If you go in
you
too
take-
deep,
It's a pizza, go slow on skating.
but you can go too deep. Like this. Twist your ankles.
You're gonna break your leg. Okay.
Alright, hi guys, my name is Reagan. I have my secondary helper over there named Dahlia. We're going to teach y'all how to do clothes. So at this point, we know how to be set, we know how to march. So what I'm going to have y'all do first, I'm going to get, well, first of all, go set. That was pathetic, okay. Relax, set, better, okay. Make sure that setting. All right, looks good. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm just going to have you march 4 steps and then just stop. Just 4 steps and stop. All right, so I'm going to count you off 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, push 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Got it? Okay. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Yes, just like that. All right, I'm going to go back to your purple sticker things. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Make sure you're counting and counting loud and proud. It's going to help with your timing. Keep in mind, march your fundamentals. Keep your knees straight as you can. Roll through your foot, all that fun stuff. We're going to do that again. 4 steps and then stop. Go to set. Relax. Set. 5, 6. Beautiful. Okay, go back to your purple sticker. All right, so I'm going to have Adalia come over here and demonstrate how to do clothes. So it's going to be almost the exact same thing, 4 steps. But on the 4th step, you're going to take your right foot and you're going to put your right foot down to the side. So we call tendu. Tendu. And you're going to bring your left foot next to it, and you're pretty much going to end in step. It's going to be just like set. Your feet are going to be open first, heels together, toes apart. All right. So Adalia can demonstrate for you and count her off. She's going to show you what we're going to do. All right. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Simple enough? Okay. Good job. Thank you, Dahlia. Okay. Set. Relax. Set.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Dahlia, you think you said all of that?
And Dominic, when we were walking, tried to balance your leg a little bit more in the middle because I noticed.
And overall, when we end, make sure you still have that lean forward, but you're not on 2 toes. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to go back and do it 4 more times. Make sure that's solid. Also, love the count. All right, set.
5, 6, 2, 3, 1, go.
I like that one. Okay, so 1 more time. Just make sure you have it. All right. Set.
1, 2, 3, 1, go.
Nice. Okay. I think that was actually really, really nice. Thank you for saying so. That was great. Yep. Overall, very good. I liked it. And yeah, so now you know how to do clothes. We can start learning, sets now and holds and all that fun stuff. It's about basics now. All right. Cool. All right. Any questions, concerns? No. All right. Good job today. Your things has COVID. Woo! Okay. All right. See y'all next time.
That's funny. All right. Feedback.
I didn't count.
There you go.
Nobody corrected my mistake. I rolled into the tongue of clothes instead of punching my toe. So I did that.
Which time was that?
The last time.
See, because I was like, something was wrong, but I didn't catch what it was, so I didn't know what to say.
Okay. Anything else?
I didn't count.
Yes, Oscar?
It was loud and it was like, was like. So
Good job, Reagan.
there was a
You
little room for me
spoke
to.
clearly
make it
and well. Good job. Any feedback for Adalia?
You did good correcting me for the way you said.
Okay. Awesome. David gave me a thumbs up. Yeah, I liked that you gave Adalia the opportunity to speak. That's a nice thing to do, is giving your fellow leader credibility. I think personally that when you're asked to speak like that, I would give like broad feedback as well. You kind of were like, haha, I have the floor. This person's wrong. This person's wrong. This person's wrong.
Sorry.
And I'd say, Reagan, to give Adalia just a little bit more time, is have pause in between sets and just test like their set a little more. Because I liked how you praised them for staying set when you were giving like closing talk, but just make sure they stay set a little bit longer to give Adalia some time to like maneuver around, talk to people. Because I know when I'm out on the grid and I'm giving people feedback, I'm like, what the heck? Like running out of the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think we have enough time for another one, but how are we feeling? Are we feeling like we have a good base? Those of you who did secondary teaching and didn't do primary teaching, keep that in mind. If we practice more in the future, I want you guys to have more time with primary teaching. And those of you that did primary teaching will probably end up with secondary because of that. But it's all good practice. I enjoyed what I saw today. There's room for improvement, but there were a lot of great things too. I'm gonna have to ask Oscar, Brayden, and Gerald, and Dawn to stay after to help me set up for tomorrow's band. But you two can go. I will save you from Dawn's driving. Thank you for coming today. I'm glad all of you came. Keep an eye out for the video if you want to watch yourselves. Class dismissed. All right. Thanks for watching.
Awesome leader of this class.
Thank you.